Hey guys, this is Toby Eunice, and I wanted to bring you up to speed on where we were with the Boating on a Budget project. So what I'm going to do is turn the camera around and give you guys a chance to look at what's in my garage right now. It's going to take a lot of work to turn it into a boat with a motor on a trailer, but we'll get it done. So let me flip the camera around so you guys can see this. All right, and I'm going to focus down there. So these are all boxes from various companies that which contain everything that we'll need to build out the project. And let me get this straightened out here. There we are. And so let me start with the big box. So that big box right there is the Sea Eagle Fish Skiff 16. You can see how wide it is. And also in a separate box, we got the Transom. And the Transom looks like it's, I don't know, fiberglass coated, probably marine wood. It's very heavy. And you can see by the size, again, this goes on the back of the boat, and you can see how wide it is. I'm sorry there's not enough light down there to see it. But it's, I think, 42 or 48 inches wide. In addition to that, we got a separate box with the seats. So there's two very comfortable seats along with stanchions that raise the seats 7 inches off the floor. So those have to be assembled. And in, let me see if I can find it, this box right here. Oops, sorry for that quick move. So these are all the accoutrements, those aluminum channels that are what hold the seat. You can see there's a pump. There's some Scotty fishing rod holders. There's a paddle. It's an SUP paddle, a stand-up inflatable paddleboard paddle. But it works for this because you stand up when you paddle it. It's not like a kayak. It's too wide for that kind of paddling. So then I showed you the motor already. That's the box for the motor. That's a 5 horsepower Tohatsu 4-stroke with an external gas tank. So these are our PFDs. The violet one, the purple one is Shelley's, the red one is mine. I've already added well, let me get that here. I've already added the emergency whistles to the two of them. And then along with the order, I ordered a lot of this stuff from a company called Outdoor Play. The motor came from Online Outboards, but everything else pretty much came from Outdoor Play. Although the trailer, which is made by, I'll never remember the name. It starts with an M. Although I bought it at Outdoor Play, it was shipped directly from the manufacturer. And those are those 3 boxes. So, and they're heavy as a dickens. So those contain frame rails, trailer rails. And then I imagine that larger box down there is going to contain the tires and the fenders. I also ordered the U.S. Coast Guard approved safety kit that has to be on boats that are shorter than 16 feet or shorter. It's different for for boats that are 16 feet or longer. And then I ordered this. This is a electric inflator, and it runs off a 12-volt battery source. You can plug it into your cigarette lighter, for example. It has a 24-foot long cable to support that you use to fish. Otherwise, that you use to pump the inflatable up. Otherwise, you end up with this hand pump. And for the first, I used to have a Saturn inflatable, and I think I did that twice. Once when I opened up the box, and once when I took it out the first time. And after that, it takes 20 minutes. And you know what? No matter the fact that gravity is actually helping you with this, it is one of the most tiring things that you'll do. It's great exercise, great upper body and aerobic exercise. So I think the first step, I made a mistake in moving everything over to this corner because I've got to raise that 2x4 up by 1.5 feet or so, because that's where I'm going to hang my bikes, and they have to hang high enough so that the trailer will back in. They can't compete with it. And I thought that 2x4 that's up there would do it, but it's not high enough. So I'm going to have to raise it, like I said, 1.5 feet. This is all the material that came as a result of disassembling the shelving that was on this side of the garage. And I'm going to use some of that to make a motor stand for the outboard. I've already done a drawing with it, and I've built one of these before using exactly the same materials, 2x4s and 3/4 inch. That isn't plywood. It's what do they call it? MDC, something like that. It's press board. But if you put 2 of the 3/4 pieces together, it's strong enough to hold the motor. The motor weighs 55 pounds. It is a big motor, but it's not a heavy one. So it can be handled, with 2 hands. So that's where we are. Like I said, the next step is to build the motor stand. I'll be doing that over the weekend, starting on Friday, and probably having it finished by Sunday. I don't think I'll put you through the torture of me building something because I'm not exactly the best craftsman in the world, but I can get it done as long as I have enough time. Maybe I'll take a couple of shots in between as I'm making progress. And I have to go over to Harbor Freight to pick up some wheels. I want to put wheels on it so I can roll it around the garage. So that's where we are. I'm hoping that we are on the water by the end of September. That's kind of my objective. And then the winter months are going to be spent, any boating we do in the winter months will be in Nevada and Utah, probably along the Colorado, below the Hoover and the Hell's Gate Dam. Is it Hell's Gate? No. Whatever is below Lake Powell. Because the water that comes out of the river is cold enough for trout, and it's very smooth running, and it's beautiful scenery. So I've done it before on my Saturn, but I want to take Shelley there so she can see how beautiful this area is. And it doesn't get cold enough in the winter to not want to do this. So I think that's it for now. If you have any questions about any of the equipment that I purchased, I did build a store in our Amazon list, and I'll put that link in the description box, maybe put it in the chat room. So in case any of you guys want to buy some of, or you want to see some of this equipment, you can see it in there. All right? Okay, I think that's it for tonight. Enjoy the rest of the show.